Hey everyone, welcome to Inside the NIL, presented by FundBridge. I'm Bernardo Herzer from USC Water Polo, and here each week we're breaking down how college athletes are making moves, from standout deals to surprising moments, changing the NIL game. Let's get into it. We're kicking things off with something straight out of the comics. James Madison's football program is teaming up with Marvel for a first ever collegiate Marvel Superhero Day on November 22nd. The Dukes will give the first 15,000 fans special Marvel-themed posters featuring their mascot, Duke Dog, along with characters like Iron Man and Thor. There will even be 2,000 co-branded hats and in-game Marvel activations on the video boards and field. Fans are encouraged to dress up as their favorite heroes. It's marketing meets fandom on game day. JMU's athletic director said, "This is a first-of-its-kind promotion in college sports. It's an awesome opportunity to unite the excitement of a big home game with a first-of-its-kind game promotion." In other words, this partnership shows how creative brand deals can build new fan engagement and visibility. While it isn't an NIL deal with a player, it's a great example of how college programs and corporate partners can collaborate. The event demonstrates that NIL-era marketing isn't just about individual contracts. It's about big, fun promotions that raise the profile of the entire team and its athletes. On the broadcast front, there's some newly brewing drama. A sudden dispute between Disney and ESPN with YouTube TV has left many SEC games off the air. In late October, ESPN pulled its channels from YouTube TV, sparking outrage among thousands of sports fans. The SEC, which just signed an $808 million 10-year TV rights deal with ESPN, even publicly urged its fans to take action, telling anyone on YouTube TV to switch providers if they want to keep watching their teams. So why does this matter for NIL? Exposure is everything. When games disappear from major streaming services, athletes lose out on their audience that builds their brand. The SEC is calling on fans, underscores how valuable college football broadcasts are not only for conference revenue, but also for players' visibility. To put it simply, if fewer people can see the games live, it dampens the reach of the player-led content and endorsements. As YouTube TV and Disney battle it out over the terms, schools and athletes will be watching closely. After all, a blackout might protect short-term rights fees, but in the NIL era, it also risks putting players' personal brands in the dark during prime growth season. You're watching Inside the NIL, and I want to take a moment to highlight something that's truly made this show possible. As a college athlete and creator, I know how hard it can be to get projects like this off the ground. We've got the ideas, the passion, and the drive, but sometimes the resources just aren't there. That's where FundBridge comes in. FundBridge is a brand new crowdfunding platform that reimagines how we support creators, athletes, and community projects. Think of it like GoFundMe, but instead of only asking for money, people can also gift real services. And here's what makes it even more special. If those services turn into something big, the creator has the option to pay it back. If not, that's okay too. It's a gift given in trust with the chance to come full circle. Huge thank you to StudioPlace here in Los Angeles, to our team at TwinBridge Sports, and of course to FundBridge for powering Inside the NIL. If you're a creator, a brand, or someone who believes in supporting new voices, check it out at fundbridge.me. This platform is changing the way creators launch their ideas, and I'm living proof of that. Next up, a classic resilience story. Syracuse's QB, Steve Angeli, has been sidelined all season with a torn Achilles, but that hasn't stopped him from signing new NIL deals. Right before Syracuse's game against UNC, Angeli announced he's now an NIL ambassador for Powerade. That's a big-name sports drink for a big-name quarterback. Powerade, It Takes More marketing campaign features over 35 college athletes and emphasizes toughness and perseverance. And Angeli fits the bill perfectly. The post dropped with the caption, "Rest, refocus, rise stronger. #ItTakesMore." Even though Angeli is out with injury, his NIL value remains high. As Syracuse first-year coach Fran Brown said, Angeli is our guy, and Powerade is betting on that leadership aura. This deal is a reminder. Brands don't just pay for stats, they pay for stories. Angeli's underdog story is the kind of narrative that companies want to highlight. Plus, as one of the country's more productive QBs before his injury, he already has a national profile. With this Powerade partnership, Angeli proves that even sitting on the sideline, a player can keep building his brand and draw major NIL opportunities. Before we move on, quick shout out to our presenting sponsor, Next Level Prep. It's a digital media platform helping student athletes like me share our stories, build our brands, and inspire the next generation. Next Level Prep will be on campus at the University of Wisconsin in Madison this week. So be sure to follow along on Instagram and YouTube or visit nextlevelprep.info to get involved now. In today's Next Level Prep Spotlight, we're giving out a major shout out to one of the most electric players in the Big Ten right now, Northwestern forward Angeli Roesch. She's been unstoppable this season, leading the Wildcats in goals, tied for second in the entire Big Ten, and dominating the conference in both shots and shots on target. Most importantly, Kennedy just earned unanimous first-team All-Big Ten honors. And here's the thing, none of this comes as a surprise. In her Next Level Prep episode filmed during the offseason, Kennedy spoke about wanting to be part of something bigger, to build, to lead, and to make her mark. That's exactly what she's doing, on the field and beyond. Let's take a look.
It's amazing. I think scoring, I'm a forward, so I love scoring. It's my favorite thing to do. It's the hardest thing to do in the sport. I think part of myself was surprised. I was like, oh my gosh, that just happened. Like, what? And I remember watching it back and was like, okay, I probably reacted really weirdly, and I most definitely probably did, and didn't know exactly how to react in the right way, but it was just amazing, and I was just like, I want to do it again. And throughout the whole season, I was just wanted to score, but if it meant assisting people or passing, if people were in better spaces, that's what it meant. But it was just a cool feeling. I'm like speechless, and I don't know how to put it into words how that felt, and I hope that there's more to come in the future with that. There is so much opportunity for our voices to be heard and for us to connect with people and inspire the next generation. And at the end of the day, that is what I've always tried to do, is that's your mark. Like, you could have all the goals you ever want and score so many goals and win so many games, but at the end of the day, what is your impact and legacy that you are leaving on these people that you've come in contact with, or people that are seeing your story? My advice for younger athletes is it's a very hard thing to do, is not compare yourself to other people. Everyone's story is so uniquely different, and to really work hard, because I know as a young athlete, it can be very daunting if someone has more talent than you, but that's really not the end goal, is have that work ethic and back that up, because that's gonna take you in school very far. It's gonna take you in sports and just in general in life very far. And to never forget to have fun, because I think that's something I still struggle with, is fundamentals, just like to enjoy it more and never let a moment go and slip you by, because before you know it, you're going to be graduating and you're going to be done with the sport, and you're going to look back and wish you had one last opportunity with some of your favorite people.
That's what it's all about: talent, heart, and perspective. Kennedy's joy when describing that first goal is something every athlete can relate to. You can wait your whole life for a moment like that, and when it happens, it's a mix of disbelief and adrenaline. But what makes Kennedy such a standout isn't just the stats, it's her mindset. She's clearly competitive, but she's also deeply intentional about the impact she wants to leave. And her message to younger athletes? It's one of the most real we've ever heard. Don't compare your journey. Focus on work ethic, and most of all, don't forget to have fun. Because moments like these don't last forever, and the game is meant to be enjoyed. At the end of the day, legacy is more than just statistics. It's how you lift people up along the way. Angeli Roesch is leading with purpose, and that's exactly what Next Level Prep is all about. Ranked and undefeated Texas A&M is in the spotlight. Aggies wide receiver Mario Craver has been on fire this season, ranking second in the SEC in receiving yards through 8 games. Craver's breakout has turned major heads, as he just announced 3 new NIL partnerships this past week. One with trading card giant Panini America, one with energy drink C4 Energy, and most recently with Adidas, all of which have been extremely prevalent in the NIL world over the past year. He announced these partnerships in a post on his Instagram, showing off his entire NIL catalog captioned, "Built for business, made for moments." Panini is a natural fit for Craver's rise, and will feature him on football cards and stickers as he continues to have this breakout season. C4 Energy, a brand headquartered in Austin, is linking its high-octane image to Craver's playmaking speed. And now, Adidas is featuring Craver in a photo shoot ahead of this week's ranked SEC matchup between A&M and Missouri. It's a perfect NIL example of performance meets personality. Craver is turning on-field success into real-world deals. He's even created his own brand called Mario Craver Enterprises, which further sets him up with the tools to build his legacy with passion and purpose. In one offseason, he went from transfer portal pickup to one of the conference's hottest wideouts. And now he's cashing in on that story with multiple brands. Texas commit 5-star QB Dia Bell signs with Nike. In this segment, let's take a look at the next generation of football. High school recruits. Dia Bell, a 5-star plus recruit in the 2026 class, just recently committed to Texas. Just signed an NIL deal with Nike. Bell is one of the nation's top QB prospects. He'll join a star-studded group of other college stars who've inked deals with Nike and the iconic swoosh this year. Nike dropped this announcement in a post captioned, "From 5-star to the Lone Star. Welcome to the family, Dia Bell." What makes this big news is that elite recruits are getting paid before they even set foot on campus. And Bell's deal with Nike isn't his first. He previously partnered with Leaf Trading Cards, but Nike is adding serious star power potential to its NIL roster. This trend shows how NIL has expanded upstream into recruiting. Brands now compete for the attention of high school phenoms. For Bell, a top-ranked QB, having a Nike deal at 17 years old says how valuable these young athletes have become. It's a reminder that in the NIL era, brands are thinking long-term. Nike is essentially locking in future Longhorns now, and Bell's deal signals that even before touchdown passes, players can drive major brand partnerships. Arch Manning, the top NIL earner in college football at $4.8 million, will be leading the QB room next year in Austin. And with Dia Bell set to back him up, it makes sense he's already starting to follow in those footsteps, even before arriving on campus. After a long day of practice, recovery is everything. That's why I use IceBod Active. It's the first wearable cryotherapy solution built for movement where compression meets cold therapy. These gel packs freeze fast and slide right into the sleeves or pants. There's no ice bags, no leaking, no sitting around on the floor. So huge shout out to IceBod Active for sponsoring Inside the NIL. If you want to try it out, head to icebodactive.com. All right, Trojan fans, this week's headline deal hits close to home. USC Athletics just announced a massive 15-year partnership with Learfield. That's being called a complete game changer for college sports. This isn't your typical media rights deal. It's a full-scale transformation of how USC will generate revenue, boost NIL opportunities, and connect fans across the country. Learfield will manage everything from digital sponsorships to in-stadium experiences at the LA Memorial Coliseum, turning it into a hub for innovation and athlete storytelling. For the players, this means new platforms to build their brands, reach fans directly, and partner with companies that align with what they stand for. It's another bold move showing USC isn't waiting for the NIL era to happen. They are pioneering it. 15 years, one vision, Trojan Athletics at the center of sport, business, and innovation. This month, the NCAA's Division I board and the newly formed College Sports Commission adopted new NIL bylaws coming from this summer's House settlement. The key change: high school and junior college athletes will now have to report any NIL deals over $600 to a new clearinghouse called NIL Go within 2 weeks. So why does this matter? It's a big step in bringing oversight to the NIL space. The NCAA and CSC are setting a national standard. If you're a high school recruit with an NIL contract, you can't keep it a secret, and it can't be a shady payment. This will help schools, agents, and families understand what's allowed. And it signals that NIL isn't going away. It's being formalized. For college athletes, the takeaway is clear. NIL opportunities start early, but now they come with rules. These changes could also influence deal values and even recruiting. It's another reminder that NIL isn't just about flashy deals. It's about governance. The playing field is expanding beyond college to high school, and with it comes new regulations designed to keep things above board. Let's take a quick break to thank today's sponsor, Legendary Foods. They've stocked us up with some awesome snacks, and they're keeping me and the Inside the NIL team fueled while we shoot. As a college athlete, I'm constantly training, lifting, and traveling, so finding snacks that align with my goals matters. Legendary has taken the classics we all grew up on, Pop-Tarts, donuts, and chips, and rebuilt them into high-protein, low-sugar versions that taste great. And we're putting that to the test right now with a live taste test. No scripts, no filters, just me, Legendary Foods, and a whole lot of protein. But what makes this brand special goes beyond the kitchen. Legendary Foods is also a research company, funding innovation to combat diseases like cancer and heart disease. Again, big thank you to Legendary Foods for sponsoring Inside the NIL and for fueling athletes and real change at the same time. Now I'm doing a live taste test of Legendary Foods. Today I'm picking the Legendary Cinnamon Flavored Roll. We've got 20 grams of protein, so here goes, first bite. It's got the same sweet taste as the normal snacks, but you can't even tell that it has the protein. I was excited to hear that Legendary Foods recently came out with donuts now too, so here we go with tasting those. Mini donut. Tasty stuff. Gotta say, tastes like a normal donut. That wraps up this week's episode of Inside the NIL. Another round of big name deals and headline making news. We saw everything from superheroes invading college football to 5-star recruits signing deals. NIL continues to reshape college sports on and off the field. Huge thank you to FundBridge Sports, FundBridge, and all of our sponsors for making this possible. I'm Bernardo Herzer from USC Water Polo. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.